We design how you interface with those, so what you see and how those things work, so that you get a good experience and that you enjoy that experience. And more and more, those interfaces are going to find themselves
wearing some of them
on wearables and on watches. And
so you've got a collection here of wristbands and watches. So the wristband here, for example, the one in the middle, what is?
It monitors your movement, so it tracks how much you move during the day, but it also can monitor how you sleep. So it gives you a holistic picture of your health, which you can then use to improve your health, if that's what you want to do.
It's interesting as well, because this other one that I'm fiddling with now, it is, you know, you can get lots of information on it, actual sort of real-time, a bit like, well, you know, a tablet, a mobile phone, but this...
Yes, and with you all the time, so much more close to you, which actually is really important, because then it becomes more of a projection of yourself, actually, and because that's the case, it really needs to be something that is desirable for you.
Okay, so that's where fashion comes in.
Yes. Yeah, so the next stage on is integrating that to clothing. So we're going to work together, or we're hoping to work together.
You decided this is
just this morning.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
So we have in the fantastic state-of-the-art machinery that produces performance sportswear. We've got a huge pool of design and technical talent in our students. We're looking for, or we could link up with the technology that Abby is pioneering here, and
what's
bring
that
the
one
two
you're
together.
there? What's that?
This is a kind of prototype of a vest that Abby's brought along today, with this band, with the technology is in the band.
So the thing about that, if I did that here, we catch that. So the thing about this one is that the band across the middle there contains
a heart monitor.
Heart monitors,
which can monitor your heart rate, and that can be used all the time.
Yes, that's what a lot of people would use a heart rate monitor for. So the design, I mean, you could make, you know, it's a lovely T-shirt and everything, but presumably you could, your fashion designers could make it look a lot more...
really appealing and take it more to market.
So it moves things on, so a lot of these are in their second generation now.
I think we can have some, look at some of the images. I think this is from some of the technology that's already been incorporated. Some of them more practical than others. Have a look now. Maybe you can talk us through. And we've got vision on your wrist.
It's a big screen.
And the glasses, that's another area where there's a lot of technology that's coming to glasses.
Yes, and that's something that I think it's going to evolve, and it's something that, you know, again, it's around what's the social norms around having technology in your glasses. And I think that's going to be interesting. There has to be a fine line there about how that is designed and how that manifests.
The one we just saw a glimpse of there was a sleek, what looked like a screen
on it.
built into it. Now, I mean, that's a bit of a gimmick, right?
It's not incredibly sophisticated or aesthetically pleasing to me.
No.
I think there are far better ways to do that kind of thing. And again, that's where linking up with design students and undergraduates and graduates would be fantastic. This one here goes in your ear. It's a little ear pod that goes in your...
So you have
it's a ring on your finger and then it goes into your ear.
I think that's also an area that's going to grow. So actual jewellery, I think, you know, I've put my jewellery on today, but, you know, something like this could become connected or become a smart device eventually, where you don't have a screen at all. Or
And presumably, actually, you could have something that changes every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And also clothing with not just put into it in cells or what have you, but actually knitted or woven into the fibres.
And you were talking earlier about clothing becoming part of the technology, i.e. through powering the technology.
Harnessing the energy of the body and collecting that energy in order to store, to charge a small device.
It all sounds potentially very, very expensive.
Yes.
I mean, presumably there will be a period of time when it will be. I mean, it's just the nature of things.
Yeah, the research and development costs have got to be recouped, and then the prices with any technology.
But the prices are already coming down for these devices. They're ranging now from sort of £50 up, where they would have started at 100 before, and that's what will happen. I think that will go mainstream when we start to see the price drop.
And you were talking a little bit earlier about, for example, shoes that could have tell you where somebody is. So you're sort of moving into sort of quite dangerous territory there. Some people would be concerned by that, wouldn't they, about monitoring and all the rest of it?
Yeah, I think there has to be within the right constraints, and there has to be the right permission from yourself to be able to do that. Yes, I think people will have concerns about that. So.
Funny, because you're quite traditionally dressed yourself, aren't you?
I don't know.
I mean that in the best possible way.
Thank you. I don't know what you were expecting.
I don't know, some goggles.
Well, you know, I think eventually, you know, you'll wear glasses like this and you won't see the technology.
It'll happen one day. Lovely to see you this morning. Thank you both very much.
Thank you. Good luck with your new venture that you created today. Thank you.